We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Pushing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Into the air right away is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. That's complete. Rome Odunze. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Allen going to audible to a different look. And here's Allen on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. And again, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And now they'll shift things around. This will go to Henry out wide. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rome Odunze with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Off play action, Fields. That is caught, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A 3rd down gain of 19. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the 1st down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Dashing through the snow. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, nap?
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, and this belongs to the Vikings. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there, with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
You look at this Bears defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Past the 20. That is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On play action, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave.
Dashing through the snow. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Xavier Worthy. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
An inside give to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
119 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
For the Bears at 10 and 4 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On play action, Fields.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Allen from the gun on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Allen again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand. And
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your...
a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Fields dancing to his left. Able to get this one to McBride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now a handoff running through the middle. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That's into the hands of Worthy. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Allen off the play fake. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Xavier Worthy with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A final shot before the break. Fields steps away to his left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Here's Worthy to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right?
This is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Quez Watkins,
A 16-yard touchdown.
and the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peters. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards. Into
double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking?
can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Allen going to change it up. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Peters. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Peters. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Peters. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown, Vikings! Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Bears. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Here's 1st and goal.
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Santos now to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
This is 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Allen.
Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Allen.
Over the middle, complete. It's Peters.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Throwing, Allen.
Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. It's a foot race. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bears, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.